Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of your favorite live play-by-play reaction on the internet when it comes into the damn Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills, New York Giants are set to face off here in about 10 minutes, and I am going to let you all know what is happening on the field as it occurs. Maybe, for example, some of you are not in front of a television. Maybe some of you do not have NFL Network. It doesn't even matter. Or maybe you just want to stick around with me and hear my instant reactions to what I am seeing on the television. Stick around, folks, because we are going to be having our fun little live watch party in which that I do for every single Buffalo Bills game, and maybe even some Sunday night matchups or games that I think are relevant to the Buffalo Bills and their future. As everybody knows, all right, you're probably getting in tune with my traditions over here. I'm going to ask you to hit that thumbs up sign for me. More importantly, I'm going to need everybody to let me know where they're tuning in from. Roll call in the chat. What corner of the United States are you currently residing in? What corner of the damn globe, folks? So let me know where you're tuning in from, guys. Roll call in the building. Let's get to business. Some good news is that sounds like our good friend James Cook is fully suited up, has been going through 11 on 11 practice drills, which is even more exciting. Will he play? All right, we're going to have to take a look. The second I see him out on the field, I think the saga between Cook and the Buffalo Bills may have officially ended, and he's ready to play a little bit of football. But regardless, guys, I need to give you a giant shout out to one of our sponsors of today, and that just so happens to be William Attar Law Offices. Folks, if you are ever hurt in a car, you absolutely have to call William Attar, #1 car accident attorney in the state of New York. I would never wish this on anybody, but say, for example, that this does occur to you, you have to make sure you have the right representation. Look no further than my good friend William right over here, guys. Remember, if you are hurt in a car, damn, always call William Attar. He is the guy. All right, guys, I'm going to be having the live score on screen for the entire episode's play-by-play data, which will be scrolling right in front of you for the entire time. But like I said, guys, do not be shy. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Where are you tuning in from, baby? Let's figure it out. Game day, Dan. Shout out to Smitty. Great job on the Roundtable TikTok, by the way. That's exactly what I'm talking about. What up, dude? Dan the man, go Bills, and I can't cheer for them with this cough on the way. Don't worry, all of us will be doing plenty of cheering on your behalf. Wyoming is in the building. Pennsylvania, go Bills. Buffalo, tuning in from your basement. Damn, bro. Listen, what happened to that restraining order I told you about? Ontario, New York is in the building. As always, go Buffalo Bills. Westport, Connecticut in the building. Cleveland, New York. The Dirty Roch is in the building. Rochester. I'm just kidding. I never called it the Dirty Roch, but somebody who watches me quite regularly does. Let's see what's up. Wyoming is in the building. You know how I feel about Wyoming. I can tell you that. South Florida in the building. Go Bills. Guys, do not be shy. Let me know where you're tuning in from. All right. Roll call in the chat. 157 of you in here rocking with me during my live play-by-play. Let me know, man. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Talk to me, dude. Game day, baby, from Melbourne, Australia. What's going on? Dwayne's in the chat, man. DF Forever here. Reminder about the chat rules. Please read my pinned messages. Rules for game day chat is slightly different. Absolutely, man. Las Vegas, baby, is in the building. It is dirty. It's the Dirty Roch, man. You know what I mean? Dallas, Texas. F the cowgirl. Sean E., man. He's had enough of living in enemy territory. Vegas is in the building. Mr. Don, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? Go Bills. We have Cherry Hill, New Jersey. I'm feeling like there's a lot of lurkers in here right now, folks. Lurkers being people that just like to tap in and listen. There's no problem with that. But I need everybody to roll call, man. This is a big deal. This is the first day in the 2025 year, of course, excluding playoffs, of course, but the first game of the season, however which way you look at it. Many people might argue that, hey, Dan, it's only the preseason. But how I look at this, guys, is what has been the Buffalo Bills' biggest weakness for the past couple of years? You know what it is? It's depth. And what answers do you get in the preseason? How good your depth is. So I would argue that this preseason is more important than others. It's been a hell of a lot more important than years past. So let's see what's going on. Like, knock the rust off. And many of you might say, hey, you know what? I am going to be a little reasonable with these guys since it is preseason week 1. One thing I got to see, one thing I have to see today, zero excuses. Hands down needs to be pass rush. We are going against perhaps one of the worst offensive lines in the league. Perhaps it's a historic bad offensive line. We better see pass rush from this defensive line in all levels. Starters, second string, third string. I have to see pass rush today. I genuinely believe that there is no excuse, like, right in that department. Let me know your thoughts on that, but say that I don't see a couple of wins, like bare minimum 3 big splash plays on the defensive front, I'm probably going to be a bit pessimistic for the rest of the day. I can tell you that. Matthew C is in the building. Also, I feel the Bills lose this game. Table gets his mini revenge from the prior game. Offense looks bad. Defense is going to show some life. So I'll be 100% real with you. I don't particularly look at the box score when it comes into the preseason. That's typically for the bum teams. You know what I mean? However, it's more about individual performances. Like last night, right? Like, we saw the Patriots ended up beating the Commanders like 42-7 or something like that. It was some ridiculous score. And no offense to Patriots fans, obviously. It's been a couple of years since they've been absolute dogs, right? But I did see a couple of Patriots fans being like, no, that's the final score of a football game. Like, okay, buddy, relax, all right? And so you had Joe, the construction worker, who ultimately ended up nabbing a spot on the team as the 4th string long snapper. All right. Getting starting reps as a DB. I think we can calm down a tad. However, again, I do want to see some individual rep wins all across the board. King Lowski is in the building. I am here. Look at that, King Lowski. One thing I have to give King Lowski is even when his team disappoints him, and he has every right to crawl into a hole of shame and embarrassment, he never does. He's always here. That much I respect out of King Lowski. He's always here. It doesn't matter if the Jets start off hot, but then have a 9-game losing streak and fire their head coach out of nowhere and they just become the laughing stock of the league. He's still here every single time. And I can tell you this much. I love that. Shout out to King Lowski in the building. Let's lock in. And shout out to my mods, too, for regularly keeping the peace in this chat. Guys, 212 of you are currently in here right now. 137 of you are watching on YouTube. We need 137 like buttons hit because, as many of you know, I am doing my best right now to make sure that I give you the live play-by-play of what is happening on the field. So whether or not that you are out and about running some errands, don't have time to watch this since it is preseason, just treat me like a radio station in the background. If that is not the case, and you are watching the game and maybe you just want to hear my instant reactions, you are more than welcome to do that as well. Because I promise you, I tend to get emotional when I watch my favorite football team. Many people enjoy that. Bob may get a beating or two. I can't promise anything. But you'll probably get a beating or two, say that something really upsets me. But do me a favor, hit that like button, man. 153 of you are in here. 153 thumbs up signs should be hit. It takes less than a second. And if you have ever been remotely entertained by me, that's all I ask of you. All right, man, we have waiting in faith with Jacob Spears. No injuries, no injuries, no injuries. I think that's the biggest thing everybody's looking for. Yeah, I mean, dude, listen, a prayer circle, fingers crossed. Very sad story coming out of the Atlanta Falcons and Detroit Lions game last evening. Hate to see that from the player, especially being carried out by an ambulance. Anthony, welcome to the membership, my friend. Welcome to the membership family. You're the man. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. I want to see y'all mess up Dart. Jackson Dart, huh? Well, I'll tell you what. I thought that I ended up seeing a tweet out there that Russ is actually going to run a couple of plays. And they're taking the field right now. So I can imagine that kickoff should be happening at any moment right now. Man, I'm feeling it, boys. Let's go. Football is in the... Dan G. Johnson has become a member of the channel. Welcome, my friend. Welcome, 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 welcome. I love that, man. I love that. It's the memberships. I do my best to make sure I prioritize all members in the comment section, but y'all know that I typically try to get to all the comments anyway. But if you want to make sure I never miss your comment, a solid way of supporting is that membership. We have bots in here already. Damn. And they're getting sneaky, Dwayne. They are getting sneaky. Shout out to everybody in attendance at the Buffalo Bills and Giants preseason week 1 game. I did get a picture from one of my followers on X, and he mentioned that it is an absolute scorcher out there. How about that? How about my boy, James Cook, participating in 11-on-11 drills? He's in full pads, helmet. What does this mean, folks? What the hell happened behind closed doors? Is Buffalo just waiting to announce the details of his brand new extension after this game, perhaps tomorrow? Or did he accept that, hey, look, I'm not going to get the contract I'm looking for, so maybe now it's time for me to go out and prove to the rest of the NFL that when they're looking for a running back next free agency, I am their guy, and you're damn right I'm worth $15 million. There's one or two things that could have happened. I think we can all sigh a massive, massive sigh of relief, or give a massive sigh of relief that my guy is in uniform and he's ready to play. A little James Cook action is in the building. I figured since I've been subbed to you for more than 5+ years, I got to support my guy. Well, let me tell you what, Dan. Listen, man, you supporting me is quite simply just by tuning in and hanging out with me, right? Like, as many of you know, I do live stream Monday through Friday, typically twice a day, definitely at 10 a.m. EST Monday through Friday, and likely an afternoon stream as well. And you tune in on the vast majority of them, man. That is the best way to support me. Second best way is just hitting that thumbs up sign. And that membership that you just purchased, my friend, is just going the extra mile. And I appreciate that too. I would not be able to do this for a living without all of you. So I thank you for this. And I hope that I'm able to entertain you a little bit with this live play-by-play. Ironically enough, I feel like I'm a hell of a lot more entertaining when things go wrong. That's not necessarily a good thing. But of course, here we are. Cook is obviously ready to prove to the league that Buffalo is his team. I love that energy, Bill. All right, folks, kickoff is there. It looks like the New York Giants have the first possession. And then once again, it is a touchback into the end zone. Funny enough, they ended up modifying the rule. So now it starts at the 35-yard line for every single touchback. Sounds like the Bills don't give a shit about that. And I wouldn't be surprised if the rest of the NFL doesn't give a shit about it either. Hit that thumbs up sign, folks. Spam Go Bills in the chat right now. Spam Go Bills in the chat right now. Like I said, we have an absolute putrid offensive line here. And I need pressure. Put Russell Wilson on his damn ass. We have Joey Bosa out there closest to the screen. We have 83 in motion toward the bottom. It looks like Buffalo is in zone. At shotgun formation, ball is snapped. He's going to dump it off real fast. Hey, look at that, baby. Look at that. Let's talk about that. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage on a loss. I want to see who made the tackle right there. Matt Milano, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, guys. Spam Go Bills in the chat. Spam Italian Stallion in the chat right now, dude. Matt MFN Milano. Matt MFN Milano right now, folks. Hit that thumbs up sign for the love of God. Hi, Dan, Pats fan here. After watching last night's game, we are coming for you. Henderson is going to carry us. I will get to that in a second. Thank you so much for the donation. As Russell Wilson ends up handing the football off, he gets about 1 to 2 yards right up the middle through the A gap. I believe Bosa was involved on the tackle. Look, what's our interior look like, man? Bosa, thank you so much. Quality run defender. Slept on quite regularly. Henderson is going to carry us to number 1 in the AFC champs. You know what, man? I love the optimism. Love the preseason optimism, man. Let's see you prove it. 3rd and 8, guys. All right. So Buffalo has 7 in the box right now, ladies and gentlemen. 7 in the box. Is a 0 blitz coming? Are they faking them out? Never mind. DBs drop back into their zones. Russell Wilson gives one of the ugliest little passes after getting pressure. Fumble, perhaps? Fumble recovery? Who got that, fool? I think he might have been down. I would love a replay right here. I would love a replay right here. 276 of you watching right now. We're going to have to improve that number. 174 of you are in here. Guys, how many like buttons have been hit? Because we need to double that. We need to double that. Hit that thumbs up sign. Spam Go Bills in the chat. Had Joe Andreessen out there just hanging sack on that defender. Absolutely love it. Okay, 4th and 1. It looks like Russell Wilson is under center. Is he going for a tush push? Buffalo 7 in the box, showing blitz, hands the ball off. 29. I think they got a first down right there. Just penetrated right through the B gap right there from Tracy Jr. 2-9. 1st and 10. New York Giants are in the building. Guys, as you're coming in, we're doing our best to keep you up to date on what is happening on the field. So far, we had Matt Milano with a tackle for a loss in the backfield, which was great. Have Russell Wilson doing a bunch of dink and dunk type passes along with a couple of runs, attacking the middle of the defensive line. As Russell Wilson snaps in shotgun formation, again, the exact same route, exact same play. We have Tre'Davious White on the tackle for Johnson, 3-yard gain. I like that. I like that already. So late, who kicked off? It's Buffalo Bills, and the Giants have the current possession. Love Trey White with the tackle. Matt Milano with the first one. Shout out Trey White doing Trey White things. All right, folks, man, I'm getting there already. Folks. If you are joining in, I am giving you live play-by-play in case you're not lucky enough to be watching it in front of you. All right, we have single back formation. We have Russell Wilson under center. Box is stat. Play action. Drops. Oh, dude, I saw a little bit of pressure. From my guy, Joey Bosa. Couldn't get to town, but Russell Wilson ends up completing a pass down the field to Robinson. 12-yard gain. Trey White was in coverage. All right. Hey, as many of you know, I am legitimately just focusing on defensive line play. That is my primary focus. But I'm still going to give you the total amount of the play as it comes in. From Denver, I'm here, DM. Gary, my guy, man. I hope all is well. Look at Trey. Okay, we have play action once again, a reverse on 80. It looked really good from an execution style of things, but it was only a gain of about 3 yards. We had Christian Benford on the tackle. Hey, listen, who in here, or maybe it was somebody on X that was telling me tackling was going to be something that they were looking for. 2nd down, 2nd and 7. So they had like this reverse going on, and then Benford ends up shedding his block like an absolute pro, making the tackle and limiting it to only a 3-yard gain. Okay, we have Russell Wilson under center, single back formation. We have 2 to the left. Play action once again, drops back. Bosa again beats his man, but Russell was able to get it out soon enough. He passes it over to Johnson for 84 for about a 2-yard gain. Flag on the play. Taron Johnson with the tackle. Okay, hey. Bob is resting for week 1. Bob's going to get his ass kicked soon. Don't worry about that. Hey, look at that. Giants offsides, folks. Giants offsides. Listen, I'm clearly rusty on my live play-by-play, so I'm going to have to speed it up a little bit so I can tell you live in-game actions. Dad, I got my new Neon Bill sign today. It is awesome. Send me a picture of that bad boy on X, man. Send me a picture of that bad boy. Dan, I got the hammer. We are good to go. I love that. All right, so we have Russell Wilson. Once again, he's under center, single back. We have tight end in motion. We have 4 up front. This time they hand the ball off. They end up attacking the B gap for a 4 to 5 yard gain. First down. We have Matt Milano on the tackle. Deep South Texas here. Let's go, Buffalo. W mods, always. Shout out to the mods right here. Getting the work done here. You already know that. Shout out TJ Barnes in here. Hey, Dan, it's been a while. I've been great. How's it going? And do you remember me? Go Bills. Of course, bro. Hope all is well. All right, we have Russell Wilson under center. Slight motion right there. Ball, play action once again. He rolls left, and then look at that quality-ass tackle right there for my guy, Taron Johnson. Folks, that's the perfect reason why we don't run 4-3. Because you are taking off perhaps one of the best players on this defense in the first place. Solid tackle by Taron Johnson, limited the damage. 3rd excuse me, 2nd and 10 incoming. Taron Johnson, man, you get your damn licks in. Get your licks in, baby. Look at Bobby Babich over there, man. Save some for the rest of us, am I right? All right, we have Russell Wilson shotgun formation, and the Buffalo Bills are stacking the box right now. They do send pressure, send the blitz. There's a flag on the play. Flag on the play. Once again on the New York Giants. It's going to be ugly for the New York Giants this year. It's going to be really ugly. Really ugly. And so again, folks, like I said, I don't want this defense to be a bend but not break. There's defensive line, and they did send a blitz, which I like to see. I really like to see that. First flag was on Oliver for the Bills, indeed. All right, so we have Russell Wilson shotgun formation. We have 2 to the right. We have 1 to the left. Okay, once again, we have Buffalo disguising coverage at first, drop back into position, handoff right to Devin Singletary, familiar face. I'm sure everyone knows who that is. Flag on the play again. Flag on the play again. Is that the New York Giants? Dude, holy hell, man. And so it sounds like the refs are getting in their reps as well. Holding the New York Giants. All right, you know what? I love that we're getting this opportunity. How is this 3rd and long defense going to be? Give me a quality 3rd and long. We have Joey Bosa coming off of the field. Looks like he's getting some rest, or maybe his day is done. Who knows? I thought that he did pretty decent. Let's see. Joey Bosa. Bosa over here. All right, so it's 2nd and 25. Russell Wilson shotgun formation. 6 is currently in motion, and Buffalo once again showing pressure. Linebackers are backing up. Russ ends up dropping back. He connects with his man at 84 for about a 4 or 5 yard gain. Looks like Cam Lewis was on the tackle here. Cam Lewis was on the tackle. Saw a video of Josh and Singletary meet up before the game. I am a fan of Singletary. Shout out Singletary. Shout out our boy Singletary right now. Guys, 221 of you in here right now. Welcome to the show. I am giving you live play-by-play and my instant reactions to this game. If you like that, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up sign. All right, we have Russell Wilson shotgun formation. We have 2 to the left. We have 1 to the right. We have Russ drops back, scans the field. Shitty throw from Russ. I'm not particularly sure if that was batted at the line or what. I'm going to assume that it was batted at the line. Let's see who got the bat. Get out there. You have Russ going to do his thing. Oh, maybe Ed Oliver might have got a hand on it. Yeah, let me see if Oliver got a... Yep, he did. So I'm talking about, baby. Hands up. Hands up, man. Back to Pop Warner. As the New York Giants have brought their kicker onto the field, let's see if the score transitions. The ball is off, and it is good. 3-0 New York Giants. I like that. Hey, folks. Nothing to be upset about there. Nothing to be upset about there. I know that there was a lot of self-inflicting wounds from New York, but a couple of good things I like to see right there. First off, we were making our tackles. That is always optimistic. Fact that we saw tackles, a quality tackle for a loss by Matt Milano. Same thing with Tre'Davious White, a couple of good tackles there. Same thing with Taron Johnson. Like, guys really aren't getting a lot of yards after contact, which is ideal. Run game was actually pretty solid. They didn't gash us in any specific run play, which I'm optimistic about. I saw some wins from Joey Bosa. While he didn't get home, I did like some of the wins I saw from that defensive line. And obviously, I am going to be sort of unpacking the film on this as well, folks. So stay tuned for that once it does drop. But right at first glance, I'm feeling pretty damn good about it. Bosa, Milano, and Andreessen look exciting. I can't believe I forgot Andreessen. He also ended up making a pretty quality tackle right there, which was ideal. I saw that we need to see, now get Bosa and Milano and Taron out of there, for the love of God. I saw what I needed to see too. Great work, Oliver, with the bull rush and getting a hand on the ball. Absolutely. Yeah, DTN and the Pats had a good day. That was fun. Milano looks like he is back. So I'll tell you what. I do want to see coverage snaps from him, like when he's targeted in coverage. But as far as being a downhill linebacker, and being that heavy hitter, he's definitely back in that department. But I think now the question becomes, what is he going to look like in coverage once targeted? I would assume that Matt Milano's day is over. I'd assume that, but that's okay. Bosa looks awesome. Look, while he didn't get home, a couple of those reps right against their arguably best offensive lineman, and that's probably not the best way to look at it because their offensive line is terrible. Quality reps. And I'm very excited to unpack the film and see how Joey Bosa truly did look. All right, dude, like what I am seeing, so do I. How long is Maxwell Harrison out? They're saying that he likely won't even be ready by week 1, but he'll probably be eased back, man. I really don't see him seeing with any sort of significant playing time or anything along those lines until like week 3, week 4. And that's only if we need it to. Dan is much better than Chris Collinsworth. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. I try to be, but I will say that that's a really low bar. Oh, man, we have a return right here. Laviska Shenault right here, folks, at 15. Not a terrible return. I'm not going to lie to you. Listen, we still have a key competition here between who is going to be returning kicks. And Laviska brings it back to the 30, 35. I don't know. Let's see. Ladies and gents, hit that thumbs up sign as you were coming in. It's Mitchy Biscuits time, folks. Mitchy Biscuits is in the building. What you cooking up today, Mitch? What you cooking up today, Mitchy? All right. I think that's Ray Davis next to him. Shotgun formation. He drops back. He's automatically going to target Keon Coleman. He receives it for a 2-yard gain, but a flag is on the play. What is it? Holding. Who is it on? False start, excuse me, on Dawson Knox, it appears. Hey, get those damn flags out of the way, is what I have to say. All right. We have Mitchell Trubisky shotgun formation. We have 2 to the right. We have 1 to the left. He's going to go on ahead. Oh my God, somebody just got rocked. It was 82, just ended up getting rocked. Like Mitchie just laid him out to dry, my friend. Was that Shavers, folks? Was that Shavers? So I think that's the question. We have Kalita Health circling the wagons. Keon Coleman, Josh Palmer. Look at that, man. Look at Coleman. Look at my boy Joshua Palmer lining on up. Okay, once again, similar formation. You have Ray Davis out there. Mitch Biscuits, ball snap, pressure, going deep shot. I have no idea who the hell he was throwing to. Was he trying to get maybe a pass interference with Palmer? It's now 3rd and 15, folks. It is now 3rd and 15. In the next break in action, can you give us what you know about the Bills' new kicker, Caden Davis, please? Is Tyler Bass getting competition? Carl, thank you so much for the donation. I will get back to this once we end up getting a commercial break. Indeed. Guys, just make sure you hit that thumbs up sign. All right, folks, we have 2 receivers to the right. We have Coleman and Josh Palmer. Ball is snap, shotgun formation. Yeah, Mitchell Biscuits ends up connecting with Dawson Knox over the middle. Kincaid over the middle. For maybe an 11-yard gain, but it's 4th down and short. 4th and 4. So I think that's going to have to do it for the offense. So a false start penalty screws us from Dawson Knox. But you do see, once again, look at that. He sheds his block like an absolute animal, runs a mesh route, wide open, 11 to 12-yard gain. Unfortunately, that false start ends up screwing us. And the Buffalo Bills offense is off of the field already. Is what it is, folks, as we have punted the football away. That was an absolute leg. Was that Brad Robbins? Was that Brad Robbins over here? All right. Shout out to our guys while the New York Giants ultimately end up receiving the ball at about the 7 or 8 yard line. All right. So, by the way, I do appreciate that $10, Isaiah. You are the man. I'm interested to see how the Bills and the Patriots matchups go this year. Best of luck to you. Carl is saying, in the next break in the action, can you give us what you know about the Bills' new kicker, Caden Davis, please? Is Tyler Bass getting competition? So, right now, where Tyler Bass stands, he's injured. So, he has pelvic soreness. And we really don't know the extent of said injury. It must be serious since he has been out for a little over 2 weeks right now. Some people have theories on what it is. And from what we understand, it's just very painful and it does affect accuracy. So this kid, Caden Davis, he was the kicker for Ole Miss. I know nothing about him. We're going to have to see what he's all about. But more than likely, he was just brought in so that we can get through this game. Have to see what he can do for the preseason. But I think that him making this squad is just going to be, tough at the end of the day. Trubisky stared down Ray Davis, and with everyone knew where the ball was going. Miss Daisy, Chris 716, you are not wrong. A 7-yard slant on 3rd and 15. Terrible, man. Hopefully the defense starters don't get back out there. I liked what I saw from my defense. I really, really do. And one thing I always like reminding people, and so does anybody remember how vanilla our playbook was last preseason when we played the Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams went out there and sliced and diced us? That's probably what I would do. We have Mitchie Biscuits is horrible. Yes, he is indeed. He is indeed, man. He almost ended up getting Terrell Shavers completely destroyed out on the field. That's just kind of how it is. Moore was wide the F open for a huge gain, and Trubisky decided to throw to Knox for whatever reason. Who is the punter? His name is Brad Robbins. He's a weakness on this team, but we shall see how he plays. I'm getting mad over a preseason game is absolutely crazy. Hey, you know what, man? That spells Bills football right there, is getting mad over a preseason game. All right, we have Jackson Dart, shotgun formation. He's going to go on ahead. He's going to pass almost immediately as Tre'Davious White once again is on the tackle. Trey White once again is on the tackle. It sounds like the Buffalo Bills are giving them plenty of cushion on the line of scrimmage. It's not particularly a bad thing, especially because I don't particularly trust our DBs as far as being able to run side by side with some of the speedier guys. But okay. So we have Jackson Dart, and we are showing pressure like an MF. All right. He hands the ball off, and the Buffalo Bills end up stuffing that for an incredible loss right there. Damar Hamlin on the damn tackle. Still have Ed Oliver out there. Still have Daquan Jones right up the middle. So that is encouraging, guys, right there. A healthy Daquan Jones is actually good for our run defense. I've seen the Giants attempt to try and attack that A gap multiple times already in this game without a lot of luck, and that's ideal. All right, so we have 83 in motion. Once again, the Bills are showing pressure. A snappy handoff, and Devin Singletary ends up getting the first down, 2 to 3 yard gain, but really experimenting with pressure right here in our blitz packages. A very iffy handoff from Jackson Dart right there. That is a rookie mistake. We have Emit is coming in. What does Trubisky have on Brandon Beane? It might not be Trubisky, man. We might see Mike White be QB2 this year. I think that's kind of where it is. Christian A, if you're betting on preseason games, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, we have Jackson Dart, shotgun formation, fires, hits 89, and Trey White on the tackle once again. And we have Matt Milano finishing the tackle as well. I love Trey White, but dude has no weight on him, bro. He has no weight. That is the second tackle attempt that I saw that he was doing whatever he can to bring that behemoth of a man down. But shout out Matt Milano for finishing it. So it looks like still the vast majority of our starters are out there, maybe with the exception of Bosa. You have 80 in motion, shotgun formation. Jackson Dart, come on. Dude, how did you miss? Wow, what a hit. What a hit by Taron Johnson. But for the love of God, get up, dude. Dude, come on, man. Why are you going that hard? Why are you going that hard? Okay, thank you. Stop doing that, all right? Welcome back to the league. Welcome back to 2025. We had Taron Johnson with an absolute behemoth. But this is what upset me. 55 should have finished that. We have Taron Johnson down on the field. He's catching his breath. Here's my take. He probably got the wind knocked out of him. That's my take. I'm not noticing him favor anything as far as a knee or anything along those lines. He probably just got the wind knocked out of him. That's what I'm thinking thus far. But, like, we were so close right into getting that sack. And that's not what you need. So that was Michael Hoyt, actually. So for some reason, Hoyt did not finish that sack where he clearly had him beat. And it's not like Jackson Dart did any elite maneuvering or anything along those lines. That's why it's upsetting. Let me see what X is saying about it. All right, so we have Taron Johnson banged up after the open field tackle. He tried to walk it off, but went down to a knee after a few seconds. And the trainers are out there with him now. We have Johnson walks off without any assistance about a minute later. All right, so we have Taron Johnson. He has now walked off. He's good. He's good, folks. From what I understand, he probably just ended up getting the wind knocked out of him. I like what I saw right there, guys. All right, let's see what the people are saying. 547 of you in here rocking with me right now. 344 of you are tuning in on my live play-by-play reaction. If you are new, I thought I should let you know that I do this for each and every single Buffalo Bills game. So say, for example, that you enjoy something like this, and maybe you're out and about in errands, and you're not in front of the television, or maybe, for example, you are watching the game and you hate Chris Collinsworth or some of the announcers, and you would rather tap in and hear my live play-by-play with color commentary as well. I encourage you subscribe and turn on bell notifications because I do this each and every single game. It's a great watch party we have with my boys over here, and I consider all of you to be my boys, all right? Do me a favor, guys. Roll call in the chat right now. Where are you tuning in from? What corner of the United States are you tuning in from? How far does Bills Mafia extend? Roll call. Do not be shy. I am talking to each and every single person watching. If you are a lurker, you know exactly who you are. You know exactly who you are, man. Where are you from? Do not be shy. We got Canada in the building. David, what's going on? David, how you doing, man? We have Toronto. We have Sharon, Pennsylvania, Ohio. Ireland is in the building. Wow, we actually have people in Twitch watching this. Bronx, come in, baby. Let's talk about Honduras. Go Bills. We have Georgia in the building right over here. Wisconsin, Syracuse, Olean, New York, Willow Grove, Pennsylvania, Syracuse. I love that, guys. Keep it on. We have Jackson Dart shotgun formation. Once again, the Buffalo Bills are showing pressure. Do they bring it? They do bring the pressure. And Jackson Dart climbing in the pocket, terrible throw. He felt the pressure. I liked it, right? It's not quite the 4 men up front organic pressure that I'm looking for, but pressure nonetheless. That right there was a throw that was affected by pressure. You got to love it, right? So a rookie quarterback has no business, and coverage actually looks pretty damn good too. I don't hate the coverage. Shout out to Damar Hamlin. Shout out to Damar Hamlin here. All right, come on, baby. We have Pena in New York, Palm Beach, Florida, Ray, Utah is in the building. Mississippi is in the building. And then our punt returner tripped. Is 29 Codrington, chat? I feel like 29 is Codrington. He tripped in the punt return. We're going to start at our own, like 19, it looks like. We have Philippines is in the building. Hamlin is in the building. Leesburg, Virginia. Saratoga, New York. Penyan, New York. Ray, Utah. Man, I love that, man. Listen, if you are currently lurking, do not be shy. Let me know where you're turning in from. We have Elo, Hawaii is in the building. How to see injuries. All right, folks. Let's go, Bills. Come on, Mitchy Biscuits. Give me something. Give me something, Mitchy Biscuits. I need it in my life. All right, so we have Mitchy Biscuits under center. We have Ray Davis in the backfield. We have two receivers to the right, one to the left. He hands the ball off to Ray Davis, who ultimately ends up maybe getting a yard, but more than likely just getting to the line of scrimmage. He tried attacking the B gap at no avail. At no avail, my boy, Ray Davis, an interesting run, to say the least. San Diego, California, Niceville, Florida. Nathan, what's going on, man? We're neighbors, bro. We're neighbors, man. I'm super close to Niceville, as a matter of fact. Start launching them to Palmer. Something. Just make sure these guys end up getting ready to go. Okay, so the ball snap, play action, pressure on Mitchie. Somehow he completes it for a first down to Josh Palmer. Folks, the live play-by-play, so I likely had a stroke because I was shocked at the fact that Mitchell was able to make that play. But there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that is. More than likely, it's probably the Buffalo Bills. Let us play, fool. Never mind. It's on the Giants. You are a very intelligent referee, and I appreciate that. But I feel like we need to admire that play. Mitchell actually ended up taking that. Let's see it again. Play action. He drops back. Somebody ends up getting beat. Sidearms it right to Joshua Palmer for what is a first down. Holy hell. That's a play. Dude, that's a ballsy play right there from Mitchell Trubisky. Somebody who knows he's fighting for his job. All right, wow. All right. So we have Mitchell under center. We have a bunch formation, but then Palmer is motioned outside. Ball is handed off. Somehow with Ray Davis falls down behind the line of scrimmage, is able to recover, and brings it for about 4 yards. I feel like this is the second trip up that we have seen already. First was from Codrington with the punt return. Second was Ray Davis. Solid recovery. I will give him that. So attacked the C gap and was able to make something out of nothing, which I can encourage. 2nd and 6, Ray Davis. Backfield, once again, you have Mitchell right under center. Hands the ball off to Ray Davis once again. 1 to 2 yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. What are you doing? Passing downs. What do we have? Is Ray Davis wearing sneakers? Someone please get him some cleats. It's that, or like he's wearing those Velcro kicking shoes that McDermott was talking about. With crazy stuff regardless. All right, shotgun formation, bunch set off to the right with Palmer, Keon Coleman, and Shavers, I believe. We have Kincaid in motion to the top of the screen. Ball is snapped. Pressure still, but Mitchell drops in front of the pocket. He hits Keon Coleman for, I'm not even sure, a gain. I'm not even particularly confident that that made it to the line of scrimmage. Guys, so here's something I always like to put out there. If, for example, Josh Allen were to ever go down in the regular season, it does not matter if the backup quarterback is Mitchell Trubisky or the backup quarterback is Mike White. I feel like games during the preseason are very eye-opening, knowing that we would be screwed regardless of who is the backup quarterback here. And that's not particularly a bad thing because very few teams in the NFL have that for sure of a thing at the backup quarterback situation. I think that's kind of where it is. So, solid throw for Mitchell Trubisky. I did like that. Love some of the recovery from Ray Davis. But besides that, just one first down conversion already. I kind of wanted to see a little bit more because we can already assume that the majority of the offensive starters' day is going to be done soon. It may be done already, but not the reps I was hoping to see. Let Allen play already. This is ridiculous. Mikey Edwards is coming in. Dude, football is back, baby. You know football is back when we have everybody in here getting mad at a preseason game. And I'm not going to lie to you. I empathize with you as well. Some of this is frustrating, you know? Some of this is frustrating. But football is back, man. it's funny how like we spend all off season being like, oh my God, man, I need football back. Like that's the happiest moments of my life when football is here. But then when football is here, and so our blood pressure just rises to like unhealthy rates. We curse at our television more than ever before. It's funny, man. It's just a vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle of football fandom, right? Look at that, man. Nate is in the building. Nate is in the building, man. Where is Mike White? He's likely going to be the next quarterback up, I would imagine. He's probably going to be getting some reps in the third quarter. Cook is laughing at this. Bean better damn sign him. So it sounds like James Cook did practice with the team. He was running 11 on 11s, which is encouraging. So he was practicing. So I'm not sure if he's not starting because he doesn't want to, or if he's not starting because Sean McDermott said, look, I don't feel comfortable because you weren't taking like live reps at training camp leading up to this game. I suppose that's a different conversation, but I don't know. We want Mike White, and people are chanting Mike White. So I'm more of a college fan, but just watching the NFL because Ben's so long without football. Dog pride. So I got to tell you what. First off, go Dogs. Second off, I have a college football channel for you that you need to check out. All right. So me and the boys over at Roundtable Sports. So we started a Roundtable CFB channel. And what I'll do real fast as we're waiting. Hey, Dwayne, say that it's not too much to ask. Would you mind finding the link for the Bills Roundtable channel and finding the link for the Roundtable College Football channel and putting it right in the description for me? Say that you could do that. You would be my absolute hero. But yeah, dude. So we just ended up launching a college football show. As many of you know that are familiar with me, I own a company called Roundtable Sports. We started off with the NFL. We have a creator for each and every single NFL division. We put them together for a divisional debate show. We just launched the college football show. So say, for example, that you are interested in subscribing. I highly recommend you go check this out. And then, folks, also check out the Bills Roundtable. If each and every single one of you are intrigued to watch me, Z-Bot from Buffalo Fanatics, Bills Bunker, and Kevin Masari go at it Mondays and Thursdays, go subscribe to the Buffalo Bills Roundtable. Dwayne, I believe, is currently working on getting that into the description. All right, dude, we have Jackson Dart under center, play action, drops back. Not a lot of pressure. He has all the time in the world, which is absolutely not good. All right, man, look. The one thing that I wanted was to see this Buffalo Bills defensive line create pressure. This Giants offensive line is bottom 5 in the league. And you're telling me that their second string offensive line, for the most part, is doing that good against our current pass rush. All right, we had a run for about 1 yard, and let's get it done. 3rd and 9 for the Buffalo Bills. Dan, you should do a roundtable for all the conferences in college. That is the future. So I am planning on doing a conference roundtable as well, but for now it's just it is just a college football show. All right, folks, we have Jackson Dart shotgun formation. You have 1 to the left, you have 3 to the right. We have trips to the right. We have 1 to the left, shotgun formation. Running back is off to his left. He's going to go on ahead and dump it off to his running back, who has all of the time in the world. And he gains about 15 yards. I'm not even sure who is on the tackle right here. Redmond, Oregon is in the building. Talk to me on this one. I am jealous of that Giants defensive line. It's solid. Dan, never switch back to the boom arm. That mic is kind of your staple, how close you get to it when you're amped. Oh, dude, I have to get the boom arm back, man. All right, dude, so we had Jackson Dart. He ends up connecting with 80, and then he ends up taking it down the sideline, and then he totally stepped out of bounds right around the 30. But then here we are. So number 80, you have Washington, whoever that is. It's not looking good out there, boys. You have Lewis in coverage. Dude, Lewis and Hancock are in a heated battle, a roster battle thus far. It's not looking good for them. That much I can say. Guys, listen, 373 of you are in here rocking with my live play-by-play. Just hit that thumbs up sign. All right, folks, shotgun formation, have an empty backfield. We have trips to the left. We have 2 to the right. And so the ball is snapped, and Dart ends up attempting to take it himself. But then we ultimately end up having Dorian Williams on the tackle for a 3-yard gain. All right. Oh, God. It's the Bills Hallmark movie. It's the Bills Hallmark movie, which is coming out. And so I tried to get cast, but statement. Dan, I added some more words, block the spammers. Thank you so much. Dwayne, did you see what I was asking earlier? I was hoping that you could pin the... an interception! It's incomplete. So I thought that was Andreessen for a second, but it was not. So I was wondering if you wouldn't mind, say that you could copy and paste the Roundtable CFB YouTube channel, and then also the Bills Roundtable YouTube channel right in the description for me. We can put that toward the beginning. So there's no need to pin them. But just have them right in the description. All right, we have shotgun formation. We have 2 to the left. We have 2 to the right. We have Dart. He's dropping back. Had some pressure. Dart gets absolutely destroyed, but he throws an absolute dime piece right over to 81 for a touchdown. Who is on coverage? Who was in coverage on that absolute ghastly play? Let's see. You have Jackson Dart out there doing Jackson Dart things. Solid play from the young man. I'm not going to lie to you. Jackson Dart. Solid throw from Dart. And so I got to give it to him. But who was on coverage? So who was in coverage? I really hope that they show the replay. Chat. Someone confirm who was in coverage, please. Here, let me just check out. Dane Jackson was in coverage, folks. Dane Jackson was in coverage right there. And so an impressive drive for Jackson Dart ends with the Giants touchdown. Great throw by Jackson Dart on that touchdown. You have TJ Sanders with a great rep on 3rd down to force the throw, but Dart got off a perfect pass to beat Dane Jackson. A very uninspiring series of Bills' 2nd, 3rd team defense. All right, folks. So we are officially in the 2nd and 3rd team defense right now. I suppose we're just going to have to see. Well, defense looks the same or worse. So I can tell you that this is our 2nd and 3rd string. So I wouldn't go on ahead and be that upset just yet. There's that Bills 3rd down defense we all know and hate, man. Football is back, baby. Football is back. The emotional roller coaster of loving our team 1 second and absolutely despising them a second later. I love it. I am drinking it in. Folks. But it sounds like Dane Jackson ended up getting burned. I think it's between him and Dorian Strong on who ultimately ends up making this team. I think that this is pretty good. I got to give it to Jackson Dart, though. That was a fucking dot. I'm sorry for cussing. That was a perfect throw. Very good throw. I don't want to take anything away from the rookie. That was just a well-executed throw with pressure in his face, because TJ Sanders was about to send him to another dimension. Say that TJ were to actually get that home, probably would have caused the fumble. I'm not going to lie to you. But Dart was impressive enough where he still was able to get that off. So I will give credit where credit is due. Columbus, Ohio is in the building. Dart looks like he's throwing darts. And to be fair, Bills were awful last preseason too. They didn't turn out so bad. Yes. So I would like to remind everybody that last year, our entire play looked super vanilla. as well. So something to think about. Josh Arnold, was it Strong that missed that tackle earlier down the sideline? I don't know. So I'm going to have to pull up the film. I just want to see some guys make plays and no one get injured. Who cares if we win or lose? I totally get it. I totally get it. So I really got to start taking notes on this. We have Brain Rot Edits is coming in. Solid name, by the way. Solid name, by the way, my boy. Welcome to the chat. This is their Super Bowl. All right, so we have Laviska Shenault out here. Laviska Shenault to the 32. Guys, so remember, he was my favorite to actually win this position battle. Very, very good kick return. Like, not so much of a wide receiver, but as far as kick returns, he's that dude. He is that dude. Same thing with the Ulofoshio guy. I wonder if he surprisingly makes the team over Shaq Thompson because of his special teams contributions. I guess it's a different question. Raymond, thank you so much. All right, we have Mitchell Trubisky under center. Play action, drops back. Offensive line's pretty solid. There we go, baby. Come on, talk to me. Reggie Gilliam. Reggie Gilliam is in the game, baby. Fullback. Who here genuinely forgot that Reggie Gilliam was on this team? All right? I guarantee you 60% of you have. We forget Reggie Gilliam is on this team once every other week, but he always shows himself as a semi-quality option for this squad, all right? Fullbacks matter too, folks. Fullbacks matter too. In fact, I feel like we need to get some of this. First time here, and just would like to tell you thanks for doing this. Really appreciate this. David, dude, no problem, man. I really appreciate you. As Mitchell Trubisky rolling right, who the hell does he think he is? Josh Allen, Joshua Palmer with the reception here, folks. Quality little mesh route, right off. Dude, okay, watch this. Route running. Where's you at? Oh, dude. He's got the hands, baby. He's got the hands, baby. Dude, on the run, who does Mitchell Trubisky think that he is, folks? All right, dude, we have Mitchell Trubisky. He is under center, and the Giants are showing pressure. Hands the football off, this time to Ray Davis, who finds the hole, stiff arms that fool. Stiff arms again, first down, 12-yard gain. All right. Never mind, Ty Johnson. That was Ty Johnson right there. How could I make the mistake? Solid vision. Dude, yards after contact for this guy is absolutely insane. He plays so physical. Look at that, man. Stiff arming him into a different reality. 12-yard gain for the running back. Best third down running back in the league right there, folks. Give him and the flowers that he deserves. All right, once again, I formation. You have Palmer in motion. Hands the ball off once again. This time to Ty Johnson again. Stiff arms that dude. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, folks. That's what I'm talking about right now, folks. That's what I'm talking about, folks. All right, listen, we have bunch formation off to the left. We have Mitchell Trubisky under center. Snap looked a little wonky, but once again, hands it off to Ty Johnson for a 2 to 3 yard gain. You keep on keeping on, handing the ball off to Ty Johnson. You got to love that. Oh, dude, I am so sorry about that. I did not realize that I did not have it up on the screen. Thank you so much, man. No problem. You have Ty Johnson, left tackle to the New York Giants, 11 for 4 yards, dude. Talk to me, man. Let's go. Come on. All right, we have Mitchell Trubisky, play action, drops back. He's going to dump one off, this time right over to our good friend Dawson Knox, who walks into the end zone. Solid drive. Have to give it to him. All right. Let's talk about the 3 standout players of that drive. I'm curious to see if anybody here has the same standouts as myself. Number one, first and foremost, Ty Johnson, for sure. Number one, first and foremost, our boy Ty Johnson. No one's upset about that play. Quality pounding the rock. More impressive than Ray Davis. Not going to lie to you. A hell of a lot more impressive than Ray Davis. Then Josh Palmer. Except for Ray Davis just ended up getting the damn extra point, baby. Ray Davis with the extra point, ladies and gentlemen. What? Come on, baby. All right. So Knox with a touchdown. That was ideal. And listen, I probably have to give some credit to Mitchell Trubisky right there. I feel like we can't not give credit to Mitchell Trubisky orchestrating that drive. I feel like I was actually okay with all of this. Here, let's go on ahead and let's double check this real fast. I am that was absolutely hysterical. Folks, if you are just tuning in, do me a favor, guys. Hit that thumbs up sign. It is the easiest way to show love over here on the channel. It propels it out to the YouTube algorithm. So in case there's somebody that wishes they knew that of what was going on in the game, they will be invited into our live chat community. Like, we have already welcomed so many new family members. In fact, I'm curious, if you are new here, if this is your first time ever being a part of one of these live play-by-play reactions or one of my streams, please introduce yourself in the chat, and please just put a 1 right in the chat if this is your first time. All right, man. We want to continue to recruit the largest live chat community on the internet of Bills fans, because it's a hell of a lot more fun to talk ball with all of you than it is with me just by myself. Like, we're trying to build a family over here. So say, for example, you are new. Please let me know if this is your first time, dude. Look at that, man. We have number 1. We have David Bills is in the chat. 1 and absolutely loving it. 1 is in the building. Jackson Fart. Oh, my God. Okay, I love that. We have Mikey Edwards is a newbie as well. We have the Life of Spice is in the building. Welcome into the stream, folks. Chat, listen, if you are regulars, please give them all a giant welcome. Give them all a giant welcome and welcome them into the building. Dog Pride is in the building. What's up, man? Hope all is well. Like I said, go Dogs, man. Go Dogs. We already know that my boy obviously knows college football. And he's here. Dwayne, stop lying. Dan, I'm feeling sorry for Bob. Yeah, he ended up getting a slap in the face. That's what happens. All right. There we go. All right. Yeah. So in case y'all ever know what happens, say that I get overly excited, I typically slap Bob in the face / punch him in the dome, one of the two. That's something I'm known. That is something I'm known for around here. Welcome to the Dolphins channel. This is not a Dolphins channel. Okay. Welcome, newbies, man. Welcome to all the new people in the chat, for real, man. I hope you guys stick around. I am live twice a day, Monday through Friday, and then I obviously do all of these for the live play-by-play reactions. But say, for example, that you want to tap in the mornings. I am live at 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. And trust me, we will be breaking down the film on Monday. I can assure you that. That is going to be the episode. Ray Davis with the extra point. I know, dude. It's so weird seeing in regulation. Bob deserves it. We have a Life of Spike. I mean, he does. All right, we have Jackson Dart. He's under center right now. Have Buffalo showing pressure? Do they bring it? Line of scrimmage. Ball is handed off. Have the running back bouncing off the tackle. Who is that back? Who is that back? Who's 25? Flag on the play. I could only imagine it's holding. 25. Who's 25? He's actually been doing pretty well. We have Areola is in the building. Damn, Amari Cooper still unsigned. So his injury must have been a hell of a lot more significant than we thought. Is the Tyler Bass injury a bigger deal than being talked about? Yes, it is. say that he's been out with pelvic soreness for more than 7 to 8 practices, it might be a pretty big deal. It might be a pretty big deal. But right now, we know nothing. We have Chris is coming to the building. Seattle here from East Aurora, King Street. Chris, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. Dan, you got to get rid of that Chiefs jersey behind you. Are you talking about the referee jersey on Bob, dude? All right, we have Jackson Dart, shotgun formation, tipped at the line. Who tipped that? Who tipped that, man? That's big business right there. Deion Walker. Deion Walker, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. That big dude over there doing his thing. We got Eric coming in. Bob's actually got a good gig. Most Bobs are in the MMA boxing gyms getting rocked, but Dan's house is a safe place in comparison. Dude, you're right. Dude, you know what? He is coddled. He is coddled, man. He actually has a pretty good job. I'm not going to lie. All right, dude. We have Dart. He drops it off as a little screen action, a little check down to 25 for a short gain. It's going to be 3rd and long. We have Jordan Hancock out on the field, Deion Walker, and Dreesen. Folks, we are in the 2nd and 3rd team defense right now. Landon Jackson, 84. We have Sanders at 98. We have Deion Walker, 96. So I need to remember those numbers. And so I need to put those right in the dome so I never forget. Guys, 351 of you in here. Hit that thumbs up sign. All right, do we have a shotgun formation? We have 2 to the left. We have 1 to the right. Ball is snapped. Dart scans the field. He's going to float it again over to 25. Somehow he gets a first down. 3rd down defense once again plagues the Buffalo Bills as they convert a 3rd and 12. Less than ideal. Less than ideal. I'm hoping to be drafted by the Bills just in a few years. Hey, man, dude, lock in, my boy. Lock in, my friend. Mr. Checkdown. We have comedian Mo Brown. He is not a believer. He is not a believer of Jackson Dart. Except for he did throw a dart a bit earlier, though. I have to give him credit where credit is due because that man was out there doing his thing. Yeah, he was out there doing his thing. So I want to make sure I got to everybody's super chat. Jackson Dart once again with a run. All right, look, he's very elusive so far. I have to give credit where credit is due with Jackson Dart. That was actually pretty solid. The one thing I want is the Bills in Santa Clara, California. Carl, you and me both, my friend. You and me both. You have no idea. 708 of you in here right now with Twitter included. All right, this is awesome. WTF, Nate. Once again, you had 55. You had Michael Hoyt not being able to finish. I mean, maybe it's rust. Maybe it's something. Oh, that is less than ideal, folks. And somebody is on the ground. Is that Dorian Williams, 49? I believe it is. All right. I'm starting to think it's a bad scheme on 3rd down. I mean, dude, it's got to be, right? Scheme is scheme. Scheme is scheme at this point. You know what I mean? David saying, I'm going to start crying soon. Oh, no, bro. Oh, no, man. Guys, 353 of you on YouTube. That is absolutely awesome. Hold on, guys. I'm just doing a little bit of work real fast. Let's get it going. Which new Bills acquisition are you most excited to watch this year? 45% goes to Joey Bosa. I don't know how I feel about that. All right. All right, guys. So like I was telling you a bit earlier, so we just ended up launching a brand new show for the Bills Roundtable, and that link is in the description right now. Highly recommend you go subscribe to that. As Jackson Dart goes deep this time, that's going to be a penalty. That's going to be a penalty, 110%. There's no way a flag's not there, but there's no flag. As Dane Jackson makes a play on the ball, I have no idea how that wasn't a pass interference, but I will take it. Yeah, dude, his hands were all over his ass. I mean, I have no idea how that was a damn flag at all. But, I mean, solid coverage. Solid coverage, I suppose. 2nd and 10, shotgun formation. We have bunch set off to the right. We have a single wide receiver off to the left. You have running back in motion. You have Jackson Dart he's automatically going to hit his wide receiver on the slant at 81. And an easy pickup of about 5 to 6 yards. Man, look at that new stadium. I need that in my life. All right. I firmly believe the Bills need to evolve their defensive scheme. It's obviously not working year after year. I'm starting to get there too. So with the 3rd and long is frustrating. But again, I'm trying to remind myself it is preseason. All right, so we have Buffalo sending pressure, at least trying to. Who is that running back, bro? He is clearly earning himself a spot. Who the hell is 25, folks? I got to figure out who number 25 is for the Giants. You have Jordan Hancock. He's doing his thing here. All right, so the ball is snapped. You have Jackson Dart. He's going to go on ahead and he overthrows 81 with that intended. Who the hell is 25? Dante Miller. Never heard of this guy. Never heard of him. You have Dante Miller out here trying to make a name for himself. He's doing pretty damn good. It's to Corey Couch. No, I was talking about 25 for the for the Giants. So all right, man, we have Jackson Dart. He's under center. You have 40 in motion. Have a bunch set. Hands the football off once again to Dante Miller, who slips on the turf, 4 to 5 yard gain. You have Ulofoshio on the tackle. What's up, Dan? Love you from Pats Nation. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Solid performance from you guys yesterday. Keep the defense on the field. They need to practice. These long drives are reps for the defense. Last one. I know you have a lot of people on here, but I do want your opinion. And do you think that we need to address the kicker thing now? We don't want to have a shaky Bass in January or a decent kicker that we have to pray he makes it. So I think that this guy we brought in could potentially be the dude. I don't think that Ray Davis is our solution. Say that it was that serious. And that was an incompletion right there, intended for number 80 by Jackson Dart. I have 33 on coverage, which is ideal. Yeah, Brian Dable very upset. 4th and 7, and the Giants are set to punt. 33 with the play right there. Shout out to 33. But say that the Bills thought that it was more serious. Say that the Bills thought that it was going to be more serious than him just needing to rest up and stuff along those lines, then we'll see what's going on. Graham Goodell. Damn. All right, guys, 1 second. All right. Sorry about that, folks. And so I just paid the neighbor kid to go on ahead and mow my lawn. Look at that. Look at that. Neighbor kid. Shout out to the neighbor kid mowing my lawn. Let's go. Because obviously I have things to do. You know what I'm saying? Some more things to do right here. All right, hold up. Let's see. He has 0 moves. He just pushes into the lineman, and on the big screen, he just jogged when he was 3 feet from the running back. I totally missed that. Let me see. We have Jersey Dolphins thumbs up. It's called outsourcing. You know what I mean? Is Mike White time? I've seen enough of Trubisky. It's a joke team. Zoo is upset. Zoo is upset with his team, baby. We have Mojo Chop is in the building. Dan, you would think a defensive-minded head coach would have us in the top 10 for third down stops after 8 years on the Bills. Yeah, dude. You know what? Like, I really don't have any excuses for him anymore. Like, we can say that it's the preseason, but I mean, sometimes the scheme is the scheme. And this is all right. And this is also our entire second team defense, right? Like, we're never going to see the entire second team defense out there, but I do agree it does feel very familiar. And that's one thing that's kind of upsetting me about it. But at the end of the day, what can you do? At the end of the day, what can you do? Dan, the trolling is real. Time for you to fight back, my friend. I haven't even seen, like, really. Wait, hold on. We have Josh Allen is greater than AFC East QBs combined. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I am only seeing some positivity in here. Maybe there's just way too many people in here, and so I haven't seen the trolling in the first place. Feels great to have football back. That's what I'm saying. All right, so the Buffalo Bills are going to recover. Codrington on the return, and then he brings it to about the 30. Him and Laviska Shenault have just got it to the 30 each and every single time. Flag is on the play. I'm super interested to see what that could be. Could Ryan Nielsen take over the defense if Babich struggles this season? Possibly. Midnight is in the building. We need the Bills to win, right? I mean, it's preseason. So what's more interesting to me is seeing some of our defensive linemen make plays. And so I would like to see some third and long stops. So wouldn't that be ideal? Some third and long stops would be ideal. Dan, I'm seriously thinking of starting a Bills fan channel. So is there any advice? So my advice is just be wildly consistent. Don't give up. Just know going into it, you probably go about 4 to 6 months without seeing really any traction. But as long as you continue and never give up, you will eventually get your audience. As long as you have a personality that vibes, dude. I am always a huge advocate for everybody getting into social media. It's changed my life. And it's not about can you do it? It's more about, do you have the patience so to grind it out for years with the possibility of no one tuning in? Because eventually you will. Like, social media to me is literally just a lottery ticket. So the more times you put a video out, it increases your chance of going viral. And so it increases your chances of getting discovered. All it takes is one. And so I'd probably get on TikTok. I'd probably get on Instagram. I'd probably get on X. I'd probably just go on ahead and build all those platforms simultaneously and just keep it going, man. And just go on ahead and figure out exactly, like, so what your style is going to be. Don't be robotic. Be truly who you are. Like, talk to the camera as if you're talking to your friend about football, and that's probably the best piece of advice I can give. All right, dude, we have Mitchell Trubisky, shotgun formation, drops back, clean drop back. He goes deep. Who's he getting? There he goes. Oh, my God. He drops it. Was that a play on the ball? Intended to goat Nell, dude. Goat Nell. Where's my boy Sean at? Yo, dude, our boy Goat Nell, man. Not our boy Goat Nell. Dude, my boy Goat Nell almost ended up catching that and bringing it to the damn house, man. Yo, where's my boy Sean at, man? All right, dude, half a preseason game and you're already talking about getting rid of coaches? Oh, my God. We have Davidson dropped. No, excuse me, it was Davidson. How could I ever put false propaganda out about Stephen Goat Nell? All right. Okay, so we have Mitchell Trubisky shotgun formation. He drops back, decent protection. He airs it out again this time, intended for 32, but there's definitely a flag on that play. No, he catches it. Wilkerson, dude. I can't believe he caught that. I can't believe he caught that. One arm grab, tight coverage, tighter coverage than you've ever seen in your entire life. Wilkerson with an incredible catch for a 25-yard gain. Color me shocked, ladies and gentlemen. But they're saying it's incomplete. Never mind. False. False. 1 foot, fourth down. I'm seeing it's 4th and 10. Yeah, I thought it was incomplete. Bro, can't get shit. Walter S. is in the building. Walter S. is in the building. Don't believe it because he didn't. There you go. Definitely not in bounds. Johnny is coming in. I missed that one barefoot dude. Forget his name. Yeah, Mac Hollins. Yeah, he's on the pass now. When will the Chiefs cut the refs? I don't know, man. We're going to see. We have Davidson's cut. And my statement is about to run game when it comes to quarterbacks. Bills, come on. Damn, not even in bounds. Guys, 736 of you in here rocking with me right now. 319 of you. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up sign. And let's lock in. With the punt return by itself, we have 87 with the spin move. He's going to be taken out at about the 35. 37, Jordan Hancock with the tackle. He's currently fighting with Cam Lewis for the potential spot here. Our defense is booty cheeks. Man, someone's upset about that. Drops or drive killers. Back up for a reason. Kincaid, a catch. No worries here. I appreciate Mitchie trying to pass downfield, though. Those were close. Solid spotted balls, right? So if Wilkerson were able to get his feet in, and if Zach Davidson could catch a cold, we may be having a different conversation right now. I'm probably not putting that on Mitchell Trubisky. I don't question the ball placement there. No more starters on defense. Not a soul is still out there on the starting side of things, folks. We are now getting into the trenches. We are now getting into the trenches of our good friends here. Dude, shout out the neighbor kid right there, man. Shout out the neighbor kid. $60. $60 for him to go out there and mow my lawn, dude. Solid deal, right? Or so is he ripping me off? I don't know, chat. So let me know. David has come in. Can we trade for McLaurin? I don't know about that. Dan is so pretty. Thank you so much, Dirty Dan. That is it's a crazy profile picture, though. Do we have Jackson Dart under center? No, never mind. No. Oh, no. Excuse me, it is. And no gain. And we have Andreessen on the tackle. And the neighborhood kids ripping you off. Oh, my God. That's highway robbery. Ha, ha, ha. He may be the answer to your lawn mowing problem. Just a couple more months and the grass should stop growing as fast. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Damn, 60 inflation hit the kid hard. Probably tariffs, too. It's the tariffs, man. It's the tariffs, bro. $60 for a cut. Damn, brother. Damn, 60 inflation. Get hard, probably tariffs. Yeah, dude. You know what? I don't know. He's young. All right, midnight. All right, let's see. Dude, put Mike White in. Oh, okay, guys. Football. Keep it about football. Fly me down. I'll do it for 30. That's it. Dude, you'd come down to Florida for a $30 Okay, cool. So I'm going to add 64 players to Madden, one offensive and one defensive player each time. Andre Reed and Bruce Smith for the Buffalo Bills. Look at that, man. Put in JA17, please. Got to do it, man. These games are meaningless. Nobody shows anything vanilla offense. That's a really good way of looking at it. Where is the other display at? What display are we talking about, my friend? This one right here. Y'all need to draft a backup. So for me, man, I really don't put a lot of importance in backup quarterback. And so I really don't put a lot of like stuff in there, but so this offense is built around Josh Allen, and if Josh Allen goes down, it's meaningless. We have Rose coming on in saying, who's surprising at the game? I feel like Ty Johnson has done really well with those opportunities. He's been a pretty good standout to me thus far, right in the first half. I'm trying to think who else has really stood out for me. Maybe Josh Palmer, like with that one route specifically, like that was certainly impressive. Like haven't really seen a lot of defensive line reps. And so that's like sort of stood out to me, but I mean, we'll see. Josh Allen is a Hall of Famer. Who is surprising you on defense? I mean, it's kind of hard for me to say. Like maybe I'm just being pessimistic or something like that, but I really haven't seen anybody on defense that's been good. Like maybe Matt Milano had a couple of pretty good tackles and solid plays, but for the most part, right outside of our starters, like nobody's really impressing me. Maybe TJ Sanders. He was so close into sacking Jackson Dart, but that was on that touchdown play. Like quality pressure, but it just didn't work out that way. I really don't get the Trubisky hate right now. Sure, he's a little goofy, but you still see some crazy flashes. Hey, man. And so y'all leave Mitchy Biscuits alone, okay? Yeah, leave Mitchy Biscuits alone, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play with this. We have Joey Bosa is doing solid. Yeah. We have TJ Sanders and Landon Jackson, non-existent. So with TJ Sanders was this close into getting a sack. But that unfortunately was the exact same play that Jackson Dart just ended up hitting a fucking piss missile right down the field. We have shotgun formation. We have two receivers to the left. We have two to the right. We have running back right next to him, off to his right. Ball is snapped, play action, drops back. Once again, climbs the pocket and finds his wide receiver, Washington, for a first down. I'm really going to have to unpack the film here. Once this releases. Chat, make sure that, say, for example, you really want an in-depth look at all of this. I highly recommend that you subscribe and turn on bell notifications because we are going to be unpacking this ad nauseum. Once again, a wide open wide receiver. Nobody was even in the zip code for another first down to Washington. Who the hell is covering this guy? Is this the K-gun offense Jackson Dart's running out here, folks? Our second stringers are absolutely gassed out on the sideline as we speak. Ball is snapped. Once again, Dart again dumps it off right to his running back, and Deion Walker sprints his ass right over to our guy and makes the tackle. Dude, have Andreessen will make the team? 110% he will. Casper the Ghost is playing corner. Who's Dude. Hey, Dad. A Jets fan here. How is the backup defense and offense doing? Pretty bad, man. Pretty bad. I'm not going to lie to you. Solid run stop there, though. Third down. Third down defense has been atrocious. That is key. Field display, please. Field display. Got you. Got you, bro. Got you, man. You're good. Buffalo Bengals are going to hit like crack. You already know that. That was Carter. Excuse me. Dwayne Carter on the tackle, not Dwayne. You're right. Thank you so much. No problem. Yeah, Andreessen is better than Spector. He is indeed, but Spector is no longer on this team due to an injury settlement. So I guess how you look at it, it's a different conversation. 760, 326 of you are on YouTube right now. I cannot thank you enough. Damn, boys. That's what I'm talking about. Come on now. We have Trubisky. Damn, Dan, looking fire. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Andreessen with another tackle. My God. David, Dwayne Carter is one of my favorite players on the Bills. Bro's built like a cube. I love him. That is crazy. Hey, there you go. Look at that, baby. Solid coverage. To Corey Couch. All right? Look at my boy. Is that where he's likely going to be in a couple of weeks? For sure. But he makes a play. Athleticism right there, ladies and gentlemen. To Corey Couch saying, I've had enough of this bullshit. Let me make a play on the football. And that's precisely what he did. To Corey Couch. To Corey damn Couch, ladies and gents. Welcome to the game, baby. All right, dude, Michael Jones, this defensive snaps are going to be tough to rewatch. It's going to be very hard as Graham Gano takes the field for a 51-yard field goal attempt. It appears to be right down the smack dab middle. And the Giants are up 16-7 with 29 seconds left in the second quarter, folks. Halftime is just around the corner. Spector got Matar's number on speed dial. Dude, you're not kidding. All the teams that are supposed to. We have Areola once again. Dan, can we get some Bob abuse if we score a touchdown here? Yes, most definitely. I will beat the hell out of Bob more than you know. I will beat the hell out of Bob more than you need. Broken up, yes, that's what I'm talking about. David, oh boy, who gets after the half? I mean, we'll see. Another Giants 3. I'm trying to get my point across. It's depressing seeing people talk like we are going to go 0-17 because of a preseason game. Dude, you know what? So it's one of the things that we must accept. But how we can look at this positively is the fact that football is back, baby. Football is back. Would we be seeing people in the live chat saying that we're going 0-17 because Corey Couch got burnt by a Foot Locker employee? Absolutely not. All right? It's the beauty of football season. It's the beauty of football season, folks. It comes with the overreactors. It comes with the over-enthusiasts. But one thing we can agree on is football so close we can taste it. For me personally, I'm not going to be like running around nervous about our overall performance. What I'm going to be looking at is individual plays, individual performances, and say that we go out there even smelling like this on week 1. That's when you start to see me, I'd say, panic a little bit, right? Like, that's me. Circle the wagons, baby. Circle the wagons. No one does it like us. No one does it like us. That's how we got to do it. Axel, Giants are putting belt to ass. Indeed. I missed the first half. Catch me up, please. My God. Someone catch him up. All right, do we have Mitchell Biscuits? Shotgun formation, drops back, decent protection. He's going to dump it off this time, right over to Ray Davis for a 6 to 7 yard gain. Okay, dude, check down if you need to. Check down if you need to. Joey Bosa has huge arms, almost as big as yours. Thank you, Bourbon. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Who gets the ball at the half? I want to say it's the Bills, actually. And maybe we'll ultimately end up seeing Mike White. Wouldn't that be ideal? Davis didn't slip. Yay. I know. Hey, man, look, he's got to get used to it. We have gamer fans just cut it out and take the L. I have no idea what anybody is saying here. We get the ball. White, Steve, please. We have timeout. We have timeout. Dable, and I took that personally. Oh, my God. All right, do we have Mitchell Trubisky drops back, climbs the pocket. He's going for a piss missile down. Oh, my God. Oh, okay. He connects right now with a piss missile down there. 4 seconds left. You better get a damn touchdown right here, brother. You better get a damn touchdown, man. Oh, my God, folks. 40-yard bomb wide open to number 80. Chat, who's number 80? Shavers. Terrell Shavers, ladies and gentlemen. On the 5-yard line with 4 seconds left. Mitchell Biscuits, what are you doing right here? Shavers, you got to take that home, though, my guy. Hey, let's get this going. Mitchell Trubisky with a 45-yard bomb to Terrell Shavers. I don't think anybody's upset about this. All right, look at that. Mitchy Biscuits. Who out here was talking all that propaganda about Mitchy Biscuits, man? Some of you owe Mitchy Biscuits an apology. All right, I'm just kidding. Anyway, Shavers. TD, please, I'm praying. Did we release the wide receiver we took in the draft? No, he's hurt with a hamstring. All right. Oh, man, we're going for the points. It's the preseason, McDermott. It's the preseason, my guy. All right, dude. We have our new field goal kicker, Caden from Ole Miss. What has he got with us? And so remember that 70 yards and so the Shavers last season against the Jets, that was epic career highlight indeed. Shavers in, Davidson out. Field goal unit out. Here comes the kicker. Caden Davis, folks. All right. He's a 2025 Jets undrafted free agent. He was released. The Buffalo Bills bring him in. He's from Ole Miss, folks. He's Jackson Dart's teammate. Mitch Trubisky is balling. Dude, Mitchy Biscuits out here slicing and dicing. Go for the touchdown. That's exactly what I was saying. Why wouldn't you go for the touchdown? Makes a little sense to me. Buffalo Joe has game. He does, man. As want White Steve. If he misses, then I'm going to crash out. Hey, don't do that now. Don't do that now. Practice like you play. Absolutely dink and dunk. Quality name right there in the chat. It's a glorified practice, and we're excited to see the young guys get reps to see how they look. Absolutely. Like, that's how I think we should be looking at preseason games. But again, it's healthy, all right? And you know football is back when you get people getting upset about so when you see people getting upset about so a third stringer burning a DB or something along those lines. You know what I mean? And so a construction worker burning a Foot Locker cashier or something like that, right? Like, that's basically what we're looking at right now, folks. A bunch of no-names that are not going to be on the squad, especially now. Like, now we have third stringers out there, folks. But I do acknowledge that depth was our biggest issue in the past. So I really would like to see some second stringers and even third stringers make some plays to make me feel good. I think that's not a lot to ask for. Why 2 seconds left? Mitchy Biscuits, I absolutely love it. Yeah, that is his name. And it sounds like that they're trying to ice the kicker here. Caden Davis, formerly an Ole Miss Rebel. He gets the 3, and he's kicking it off with 2 seconds left. Let's see what we got here. Look at that. Oh, my God. He's going to bring it to the 30, and the 35, 40, and he gets absolutely pummeled by a wide variety of Buffalo Bills. Flag is on the play, but it is currently the half. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gents. Let's play that shout song real fast. 336 of you on YouTube right now, 451 of you on YouTube. Guys, listen, I do need to give a giant shout out to one of our other proud partners today, and that just so happens to be RotoWire. Folks, I'm going to win my fantasy football league this year that I've been a part of for the past 5 to 6 years, and I can tell you this. I can thank it all to RotoWire. RotoWire is your fantasy football assistant all season long that is helping you with all of your mock drafts, and you can even attach it to your actual fantasy football league. If you want to see how detailed this thing is, you can actually customize your own fantasy football draft strategy. Say, for example, that you wanted to prioritize injury history, or you wanted to prioritize offensive line performance, production from last year, production from 2 years ago. It tells you everything that you need to know. I have been mock drafting like a damn fiend for the past couple of days. And here's some of my favorite parts about it. It lets you know the likelihood that a player is going to be gone by the time your next pick comes around. So say you're eyeing somebody in the 3rd round, but you're in your 2nd round pick, but you say, oh no, I also wanted Terry McLaurin. There's a 90% chance that I'm going to lose him. You can go on ahead and you can end up seeing this right in front of you and help you make your decision. Highest upside players, safest players to take at every single pick, best available in rookies. I got to tell you what, Nothing is more in detail than RotoWire, right? If you want to win or take your fantasy football league seriously, I highly recommend you go check these guys out. Link is in description right now, folks. And as long as you ultimately end up using my code DAN, DAN, you will receive 15% off. All right. I have fallen in love with this thing, and I really hope that each and every single one of you like it as well. All right. Next up, for all of you guys that absolutely love college football, if you are a college football fan, folks, Roundtable Sports has launched their very own Roundtable College Football Show. It's myself and Jay Tuck, who are live Mondays and Thursdays, breaking down everything that is happening around CFB. All right. Fall camp is well underway, and college football is only a couple of Saturdays away. Thank the Lord. Say, for example, that you enjoy the NFL and you also enjoy college football. Go subscribe to this channel and turn on bell notifications if you want to tap in with me on that show. And then last but not least, how about the Bills Roundtable, huh? Because we all are Bills fans on this channel, I could assume to you, right? Well, I just so happen to be a part of a show called the Bills Roundtable with me, Z-Bot from Buffalo Fanatics, Kevin Masari, and the Bills Bunker. We go live more than you know. We go live Mondays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. EST. We have 217 subscribers. We've only had one video on here already, one live stream, and it's absolutely insane that you guys have showed so much love already. If this is your cup of tea and you want to get even more Bills content from some of the best creators on the internet on one show, do me a favor, go subscribe to this channel. That link is also in the description. Damn, baby. All right, so now that all my plugs are out of the way, let's talk a little ball. Let's talk a little ball. Dog Pride is saying, I'm not a Bills fan. That's completely fine. But I hope you're a college football fan. And I hope you go and you show a little bit of love right in the description of the college football show, my guy, because I'm obviously an SEC enthusiast. And I spread SEC propaganda all the damn time. And my co-host, and so he's a Florida State fan, but it is what it is. We cover everything in college ball, indeed. The Bills are in the building. William Dinkins is in here. I think we are getting in rhythm. Yeah, look, as good as any second string possibly can. Take the points because the new kicker needs some love. Hey, that's my boy. That's what I'm talking about. You know what, dude? We haven't even played this song today when we got a touchdown. What the hell is my problem? What the hell is my problem?
The Bills make me wanna shout, kick your heels up and shout, throw your hands up and shout, throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now,
sing in the chat.
And shout. Yeah, 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 yeah. Say you will. Shout it right now, baby. Say you will. Come on, come on.
Sing it.
Come
Sing it.
on and shout. Yeah. Buffalo's happening now. We're on the move now. The Bills are happening now. They're making it happen now. We got the spirit.
We're feeling the energy. Feeling the energy. Feeling the energy.
Watch it happen now.
You know what we're doing? That's a great idea. Folks, we are going to open up the Garage Beer Hotline. All right, so the Garage Beer Hotline, I'm going to be accepting call-ins on this show. I do this each and every single episode. Since there's so many of you in here, I want to treat this like a radio station, so please keep it to about 20 to 30 seconds. Let me know what is currently on your mind about the game. I will hang up and I will respond to whatever you guys are saying. However, I do this for just about each and every single one of my shows. If you guys are interested, I highly recommend that you tap into the Garage Beer Hotline and let me know what's happening. Baby, Garage Beer Hotline is currently live. It is live in. If anybody wants to come in, let me know what is on their mind pertaining to this Buffalo Bills team. Come on in, baby. Let's talk a little bit of football. If you are feeling it, all right. Swamp Rose 28 is in the building, making it happen. Listening to streams while at work. Seems like our defense needs some work. So our second stringers are as expected, second stringers for sure. Like what's frustrating is definitely how we've been struggling a tad when it comes into third and long defense. Like that's killing me. But all right, Matthew, he is backstage on the Garage Beer Hotline. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Hello, Dan.
What's up, man? How's your Saturday going? You enjoying the game?
Pretty good. For your stream, so I live in South Florida, so it's a coin flip whether Bills are on live. I prefer
Yeah.
watching it live on the TV with like the announcers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then if it's not, I usually tune into your stream. So I've
Yeah.
been like tuning into your stream during commercial breaks, but I'm kind of liking it. I think we've been doing good. Offense looked pretty good. Palmer's been, I think he had a few good catches. Knox
Mm.
had that touchdown, which looked good. Ray Davis kicked the extra point, and it
He
was
did.
a little low,
Mhm. Yeah.
but God forbid we're like in the 20-yard line or closer, and we need to kick. Put him out there.
Yeah. Most definitely. It's definitely important to remember that this is the preseason. But again, so I think we can be a little frustrated that again we haven't gotten home on the quarterback, even with our starters as well. Like right on the defensive line, I did want to see one sack, just one, right?
Yeah,
Some instances of pressure, I suppose, we just didn't get home. I'd probably say the best pressure I saw all day, and this is with me not actually watching film, but me just watching the broadcast, was TJ Sanders. But then TJ Sanders, like he unfortunately didn't get there in time, and that was that absolute beauty of a throw from Jackson Dart that ended up in a touchdown. But I mean, what can you do? You know, what else you
yeah.
got,
I mean,
man?
I would like to see again more pressures, but I am. I don't know how much they're putting it out there because, like, again, I'd rather see no sacks and no injuries than sacks and injuries. So
You're right. Yeah, you're right, man. So it's a good way to look
saving
at
it
it.
all for the Ravens game and then on.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go in second. But I got my first day of senior year on Monday.
Congratulations, man.
I'm pretty
Congratulations.
excited.
Senior year, high school, dude. Have a great
Yep.
time. Have a great
Thank you,
time.
Dan.
Life is just beginning. You are in the prime of your existence, my friend. Enjoy it. Matthew, shout out Matthew, one of the regular callers on the Garage Beer Hotline. Starting senior year of high school on Monday. Wish him the best of luck, ladies and gents. My boy William is back, second day in a row. My guy, what's up?
What is going on, man? How are you doing today?
Oh, man, I'm doing well. What are you thinking about this first half of the game?
Uh, Honestly, this first half of the game, I've just been listening. I don't have any streaming service to watch it, but
Oh, is that right?
so far, honestly, like I've been trying to say in the chat too, is that this is basically tryouts right now. Still,
It
they
is.
are putting themselves like head to head with themselves, with other teammates, with the team that they're going against, and my
Yeah.
thoughts are pretty good. I like what I'm seeing so far. I'm not expecting us to win a game during preseason. Like we showed it last year. We didn't need that. My biggest thing is like, we're always one day at a time. Let our first thing first. We got to win the division. And watching last night's game, I seen a lot of good things coming out of Patriots Field, and their wide receiver game is looking kind of scary. So I just want us to all know that, hey, look, right now these are tryouts. They're looking for the best of the best throughout what they got, so they can make that 53-man roster. And that's about it, man.
And so that's a great way to look at it, man. It really, really is. So I appreciate you calling in, brother. Thank you
No
so
problem.
much.
Have a good.
Thank you. You too, William. And I appreciate you calling in and showing a little bit of love. Like, he makes a very interesting point, right? Because it's easy to get frustrated while the entire second string unit is out there playing in unison. What we need to look at, folks, is the second and third stringers, the individual players that stand out. Who are the guys that are winning? And sometimes you need to look even closer. Who's getting pressure? Like, who's winning their one-on-ones with the offensive linemen? Who's winning their routes, right? Like, who's the DB that is getting physical with one of the wide receivers on the opposite side? Because we are never going to see the entire second string unit out there playing together in the regular season, unless there is some completely unique issue when it comes into injuries. What William just said, and something that I really appreciate that he just said, watch for the individual performances, because these are going to be the guys that are going to be the next man up. I like that. Dante's in the building. Dante, what up, dude?
My favorite Irishman. How you doing?
Doing well, man. I'm trying to, at least. What's up with you?
Not much, man. Just watching the game. Like I said, I have split loyalty when it comes to NFL football. I live in the DC area. I love the Commanders. That's my home
Fair.
team. But I go
Okay.
back to the Bills since I was a little kid and during the Kelly era.
Fair, dude. Fair. First off, I will say that Jaden Daniels is, I'd say, my second favorite quarterback in the NFL right now. I am a big fan of his game, and I'm really curious to see if Terry McLaurin stops his holdout sometime soon. We'll see how that works out.
Yeah, like I said, my two favorite players to watch are Josh Allen, Joshua Patrick Allen, and Jaden Daniels. Those are my two guys, guy.
Some ballers, man. Some ballers. What are you thinking about the Bills game so far? And so for the first half,
People should need a chill. Chill. It's like the preseason. Come on, chill, bruh.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. Listen, like we're basically watching a bunch of Madden generated players playing at this point, right? It's people that have no shot at making this squad, but it's and plus, right? Like how many times did the Buffalo Bills go undefeated in the preseason during the drought era?
Yeah, exactly.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Like we would win the preseason, but then like go like 6-11 or like 6-12 and like miss everything like that.
That's why I don't trip off this stuff.
It's part of the game, and plus like with your Commanders, like y'all ended up like having that game right against the Pats last night. I'm not going to go out and say that the Patriots are world beaters and Super Bowl champions and the Washington Commanders are going to win 4 games this year. Like you can't draw that conclusion from a preseason game. I totally agree with
you. Yeah. Oh, I'm happy with Josh Palmer's performance so far.
Dude, look, man, his route running is all there. My thing is that like so we're hyped about him because he's just ceiling, right? Like we're just like, oh my God, his route running is incredible. But like his stats never really backed it up because he was always like, like third on the depth chart, especially during his time in LA. But he's looking good, man. He's doing his thing. And like we need that guy to fill the role that so Amari Cooper was supposed to last year too.
Yeah.
And he just got hurt. So say that he could really be plugged into this Joe Brady system, then I could definitely see him rivaling targets for like top 3 this year within the squad. So it's optimistic, man.
100%.
Good. But like one thing that I did want to see some essence of pressure, especially from our starters, right?
Bosa looked pretty good. Bosa didn't look bad. Joey.
No, not at all. Like he was definitely dominating his one-on-ones. He just didn't get home. But I got to see something, some smash mouth, like defensive line, because that's the one thing that kind of screwed us last year. And that's why we were such a bad third down defense, was just because we could just never get home. And so our pressure was there, but like we can never get home. So I really need these guys to step up. But of course, we'll see.
I'll talk to you later, my brother.
It's my guy right there. Dante, I appreciate you for tuning in, man. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Dude, Dante coming in, man, showing a little bit of love, doing his thing. I love that. Bills Forever's in the building. What up? Hey, man, you there?
Yeah, I don't know if it's working.
Oh, yeah, man, you good? I hear you. What's up?
Okay. Nah, I'm just excited about the season. I had a couple questions for you.
Sure.
Okay, so looking at the preseason and Hard Knocks, right? The Bills might look a little undersized. Do you think that might affect us later on in the playoffs? Like, you think it'll have some wear and tear going into the playoffs?
So where do you see the size difference? Is that on the offense or the defensive side of the football?
Well, it looks like it's both. It looked like both. We did get a couple big people, but if you look at the overall team, we a little undersized. But I still think that we got a great chance at winning the Super Bowl, but we might be a little undersized compared to like teams like the Ravens.
Yeah, most definitely. So my theory on that one is that about 4 or 5 years ago, like this league was the air raid type offense where like you'd see Mahomes and a bunch of other offenses just like heave ball downfield. So what defenses wanted to do is they started drafting players that were a bit smaller and faster so that they could have an answer for that. But now that the league ended up transitioning over into more of like run first, like short passes, yards after the catch, like we just need to make adjustments. I'm optimistic, like we're athletic and stuff along those lines. But like really, so when we play Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley, that's where I'm probably going to be concerned. But for the most part, I feel like we should be okay.
Okay, sounds good to me. I mean, they look pretty good. I mean, I'm excited. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
this might be the
yeah.
year, man. I know I'd be asking you some tough questions. I know you ain't gonna remember the name tab in there, but I mean, I think this the year. This the year.
Yeah, dude, you know what? Me too. But
This it.
so as far as we ultimately end up like being healthy, like right at the right time, then I feel like we're gonna be okay. And Mike White just threw a fucking terrible pass, but is what it is.
Yeah,
It's a
I
well.
don't even watch preseason. I don't watch I'm at work right now. I don't even watch it. I just
Oh,
hope no injuries. Yeah, no
yeah,
injuries.
yeah, man. That is the one thing that we all need to hope for. Where are you tuning in from? Where are you from? Buffalo?
Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Oh, Florida, man. Nice, bro. Me too. I'm from the Panhandle of Florida, actually. So right in Destin. So same state, but
Yeah.
still about 7, 8 hours away
Oh
from you guys.
yeah.
There's balls out
I
there,
know
bro.
you've been considering the Dolphins game. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be at that Dolphins game.
Oh, is that right? Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna be
so
there.
I'm in the
Yeah.
same state. So I'm still technically thinking about it, but yeah, man. If I'm down in Fort Lauderdale or Miami, I will let you know, and we'll meet up at a tailgate or something, hang out.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
And so I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much.
All right. Hey, of course. All right now.
Peace. Peace. It's my guy right over there, man. He's tuning in from work. He's doing his thing, showing a little bit of love. Man, I can appreciate that. I can definitely appreciate that. All right, guys, listen, this is what we're gonna do. So the game is back on. I am closing the Garage Beer Hotline from for now, and then I will ultimately end up opening it back up a little later because y'all need some damn play-by-play. Y'all need some damn play. It sounds like the first rundown from Mike White was less than ideal. It was less than ideal, folks. Let's see what we got here. Boy, let me see. Let's get this back on. Let's get this back on. And let me take the Garage Beer Hotline link down. Bear with me here, boys. And my boys in here. All right. Mike White is terrible. Dude, Mike White, man. No, oh my God. Fields will be tonight. Can't keep letting Josh pick the quarterback room. I'm not particularly sure that he does, but it's funny you say that. It's funny you say that. Didn't Skyler beat out Mike White? LMAO. Mike White is trash, man. We were upset about this. All right, guys. I need to go pick up a washer and dryer. Yeah, I know. I'm still trying to get settled up in the new crib. You know what I mean? But I'm going to watch a couple more drives. I'm probably not going to finish out the game, but I'm still going to be here with you for a little bit, showing a little bit of love if I can. Jets in Miami reject. Jameis is about to cook us. Famous Jameis. You already know what's about to happen with famous Jameis, man. He's doing his thing already. Famous Jameis, man. What can you do? What can you do? So I used to live near Tampa. I went to Destin to see a band called Avatar play. Dude, Destin, Florida is a beautiful place. Pay the kid to pick up. Just pay that neighborhood kid who's currently mowing my lawn to go pick up the, what's it called thing? Patriots 12 is in the building. How do you watch every game from Florida? The Henderson 100 yards the other day. So I pay an exorbitant amount for YouTube TV. Way too much money. It's highway robbery. And so what big tech is taking from my wallet on a monthly basis for me to be able to watch football all the time. But thankfully in my line of work, that's a tax write-off, right? Anyway, Dan, I'm back. Needed chow. No problem at all, man. I hope you got something good for yourself. 271 of you in the YouTube chat right now. Okay, Dan. Decent game. Plenty of places to improve, which is just fine. Not worried at all. Go Bills. Cameron Cook. TV is robbing everyone. You have no idea. I have no idea, man. It's highway robbery over here. But it doesn't matter because they know that we're all football junkies and we will pay just about anything. And so maybe we have to take a mortgage out so we can watch our favorite football team play. But hey, what can you do? I'll be right back. Have to take a piss. All right, folks, we back. We back. We got Dion Dawkins getting an interview right now. Hasn't beat us in a game that counted in years. Brady and Belichick. I don't think he's gonna see my super chat. Well, no, Soul Train, I got you, man. My bad, dude. My bad. I love you, brother. I got you no matter what. Okay, Soul Train has come on in and say, anyone stand out to you so far? Soul Train, so sorry for missing that, dude. I was locked in. Standouts for me, I'd say Ty Johnson definitely made the most out of his reps, but like we already know what Ty Johnson can do. I think Joey Bosa looked pretty good as far as like his one-on-ones right against their right tackle, or excuse me, so their left tackle, excuse me. But I mean, really no. Like maybe Josh Palmer with that one sort of catch slash reception looks solid. Solid play by Corey Couch. But it's been pretty lackluster. It's been pretty boring, say that you were to ask me. How do you watch every game from Florida? YouTube TV, brother? You already schno. You already do schno, Laura. You already do schno. All good. I appreciate you watching from Florida as well. A lot of Bills fans are relocated in the Florida area, and I absolutely love it. Dan, am I subscribed? Yes, sir, you are. So I believe you wouldn't be able to participate in the chat unless you were. My bad. Let me check. Duh. We have Patrick Fintak. Shavers better make this squad. Dog Pride is in the building. Sorry to break it to y'all, the NFL fanatics, but Belichick is not going to work out in college. Especially say that they try to transfer over to the SEC in a couple of years, which I heard that was a thing. But I don't think they would be able to do it until 2030. Jameis Winston, hey, look at that, man. We got 43 in coverage, making a play on the ball on 0, 4th and 7. We have QB1 over there with a sick-ass hat, dude. So these hats are sick, dude. Those hats are absolutely sick. And so if you don't think I currently have one in the mail right now, you're absolutely out of your mind because you know I got one. I'm at the game right now. Connor, have fun, man. Have fun. I just realized I just relocated to Brownsville, Texas. Texas forever, brother. Mark Love has just become a YouTube member. Mark, I appreciate that, man. I love that Love is a member. Damn. Dan the man. What's up, dude? What's up, DD? Yo, man, it's been a minute. What's up, dude? Hope all is well. Josh looking like he's about to shut off his body cam. You guys are insane. You guys are insane, baby. All right. So one more Mike White drive, folks, and then I'm going to go get my washer and dryer, throw it in the back of the damn truck, set that motherfucker up. You know what I mean? Statement. Dan, And so I don't think Bob has earned his contract today. You're right. He hasn't. He hasn't, man. Listen, he's going to be earning it. Trust me. He's going to be getting some pretty savage beatdowns during the regular season right now. And plus, Bob does not have sand right in his bottom. So when I hit Bob, he just goes flying all over the place. So I got to take care of that here in a second. And the Mike White drive won't last long. Dan the Man, Johnny Q from Daytona coming at you. How have you been, brother? How's our boys looking? Just got off of work. John, what's going on? I hope you had an awesome day at work today. It's pretty under-inspiring, I would say, but it's about the same way I felt last preseason game. I'd say the best. So I'd say the best that anybody looked probably had to be Ty Johnson with his reps so far at running back. I feel like Mitchie Biscuits did end up making some pretty quality plays here and there. You had a Dawson Knox touchdown. You had Josh Palmer was also out there making some good plays. I thought same thing with Trubisky. He made a couple of nice throws. And so on the defensive side of the football, still struggling in third and long situations. So which again is the preseason. So it's tough to come away with a conclusion, but it's still less than ideal because that was by and large the one thing that pissed me off the most last year was it didn't matter if it was 3rd and 4 or 3rd and 15. More than likely, that team almost appeared to be going to convert regardless. So I needed that. Dan, screwing with your head is a gift. I know, boys. I know, man. We already know that. Hold up. I'm going to my first Bills game versus the Steelers. Have a good one, man. Have fun, bro. Always a good time over there. Here, let me clear up some tabs real fast. My computer's kind of being slow real fast. $10-16. And so I heard Davis is 1 for 1. And so I'm working on putting together a podcast. Chance to pick your brain on at some point. For sure, dude. 110%. 110%, man. Just shoot me over a DM and I'm more than happy to give you some advice, man. And so I don't gatekeep. We have Mike White play action. He dumps it off. Oh, my God. To Jackson Hawes, folks. Jackson Hawes with the butterfingers right there. Less than ideal here. Jackson Hawes with the butterfingers. That's rough. That's rough right there, folks. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. All right, we have Mike White. He hands the football. Oh, who is this guy? Frank Gore Jr. with the first down. Oh, my God, man. Here comes the tweets. Damn, what about Frank Gore Jr., man? Come on, is that going to be him, brother? Oh, man. Shout out Frank Gore Jr., man. Shout out Frank Gore Jr. Shout out to the offensive line for making that gaping hole right there. Pause. What's wrong with me? Frank Gore Jr., nice hands, nice feet. Okay. And so I was at the Bills red, white, and blue practice, and some kids are saying it's worth saying Mike White should be QB1. I laughed my ass off. I can't think that they would be serious. Maybe they were joking. I hope. But we'll see. We have Frank Gore Jr. is greater than Darrington Evans. Touche. Touche, man. Frank Gore Jr., man. Dude. Is Frank Gore doing his thing? All right, we got play action. Mike White steps up in the pocket. Decent protection. What a terrible throw. Zach Davidson should have caught that. But again. Okay, let me see that again. Yikes. I have no idea how you don't catch that, but I wouldn't say that it was a good throw either. 3rd and 5. Can Mike White convert a first down, folks? That is the question. So the ball is snapped. Again, dude. Yikes. All right, folks. And so I love each and every single one of you, but I could think of other things that I'd rather be doing than watching a bunch of third stringers doing it. I may be live later tonight. If not, certainly feel free to go follow me over on TikTok or Instagram at Real Dan Mitchell. That is where I end up doing all my short form content. I covered the entire NFL, but I will also be talking about this game as far as standouts. Like I said, I need to go run a couple of errands. I might be back. I will definitely be back tomorrow at some point so that we can unpack some things about what we learned. But love each and every single one of you, and I will see you next time. Go Bills.